Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you my everyday makeup routine, foundation routine. These are all the products that I've been loving so much lately. It's kind of a medium coverage, natural looking, slightly glowy foundation routine. How many more adjectives can I use that last throughout the day? If you enjoy this type of video, be sure to subscribe, but let's go ahead and get started. So one of the biggest things for me, I feel like in a good looking makeup routine is lots of mists. I know YouTubers use them so much, but first of all, this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow. It's also a setting spray that helps your makeup last, so I feel like in using it in between the different layers of my foundation, it really helps to make it last, and I like the bit of glow that it gives me. Then for primers, I'm going to mix these two together. They're from Smashbox. They're new. I've talked about this Illuminate one before. I love this as a natural highlighter as well. You can put it on top of your makeup. You can mix it in with your foundation. It's really gorgeous. And I'm going to mix in just a little bit of the Primerizer, which is a classic from them. And I never used to use primers. I always thought they were a bunch of BS, but I didn't like what was available, I guess. And especially because I was more oily at the time, mattifying primers were so thick. They didn't make my makeup last any longer. They definitely made it look worse. But yeah, I like to mix these two together. Also depends, like if I had just put on my moisturizer, I might skip it, but I like the little bit of glow. And this is not like a greasy routine. Even if you have oily skin, you can still just do a little bit of mattifying primer down the center of your face. The Smashbox line actually has a new mattifying one, which is nice. Poor Emily is having a bit of a rough day. Hold on. I'm going to use the Mcgrath Labs Skin Fetish Foundation. I know, guys, I love this. This might be my favorite foundation of all time. I continue to reach for it over and over and over. Anytime I have to do anything important, this is the foundation I reach for. It's super liquidy, it's buildable, it's definitely on the higher end, but it feels like it looks like it. It's really just so great. I've got a full review, I'll link below. And I'm just going to use, not a lot of it, but yeah, Emily's my hairless cat. And she's like a flat muzzle, I don't even know, like I adopted her, but she's like a flat muzzle blue mink or something. And essentially she has a similar, there she is, going to the litter box. She has a similar, like she's such a cute scrunchy face, but it's similar almost to like some of the dogs that have flatter faces, so she has some nasal issues. She's having a bit of a rough day, so I'm just going to blend this in. This is the Liz Wattier, I always going to say Liz Mercier, no. Liz Wattier. There goes Emily running back to bed. But yeah, she's on medication and stuff, but it's hard. I've got two older cats. Emily is about to turn 11. Rue is 13 or 14, I'm not sure, based on when I adopted her. So it's tough. And although I have more breakouts and things like that, I'm not really going to do anything for it. They're there, and that's it. That's all I'm going to do. Gonna use the Shiseido Synchro Skin Concealer. Love this so much. It's not super brightening. I've taken to putting it back here again for some reason. And then I'm going to use the Rare Beauty. Oh, I didn't grab, let me grab a cream blush. I'm doing a lot of that lately. I'm going to use the Rare Beauty Always Sunny. Don't need a lot of this. Blends out quite nicely along the jaw, the chinny chin chin. And I'm going to blend these out first before I do blush and highlight. But yeah, I really like this. And I know I've said it before, but I was really like not so impressed with Rare Beauty when I first tried the the blush. Oh my god, I can't talk. I feel like I'm really distracted, honestly, with the cats. It's causing me a bit of stress. But with the foundation and the concealer, I didn't love it, but everything else now that they've released is quite nice. And I'm just going to pat this in. Last week I did a video on my favorite brushes, so if you're curious about that, I will also have that linked down below. Kind of my most used. Brush there, and then fingers under my eyes. This Shiseido concealer is my favorite medium coverage. And sometimes medium under the eyes. I don't know if it's just the tones that I've used before, but it's really a good true medium. It doesn't make my eyes look gray underneath. Really good color for me. And then for blush, back to Rare Beauty. I'm going to use the shade Hope today. Sometimes I use Hope, sometimes I use Joy. But these are phenomenal. I think my #1 recommendation from Rare Beauty is their blushes, second to the highlight, third to the bronzer. The mascara is great. And I'm applying it a little higher on my cheekbones just to lift the face, shape it a bit. And I'm applying this on the back of my hand and then just using my fingers. I find it's very blendable, very easy and buildable. Not hard to work with at all. And it's like anything, it takes time. It's a skill to learn. I'm the kind of person that I'll try something, and if I don't get it right at first, I'm like, I'm mad. That doesn't make any sense. So I'm trying to enjoy sucking at things. So in my most recent vlog, which I'll link below, I tried pottery for the first time, and I was horrible at it. But it was kind of nice to get dirty and messy, and also just enjoy the process of learning something again. Because you kind of, I don't know. Anyways, for me, I stopped challenging myself as an adult. You know, like as a kid, you'd get like dropped off to soccer camp and they'd be like, have fun, make a friend. And now like, I'm like, no, I'm staying home. I'm staying where it's comfortable. I'm going to use the Refi gloss highlighter, still fully obsessed with this. Sometimes I don't even put this on under my makeup, I just put it on over, but let's do it today. This is such a good one, mentioned in my best highlighters for texture or natural highlighters if you have acne or mature skin, or you're just looking for something that's a little bit more on the natural side. It's beautiful, and I've got powder options in there, lots of different options, so. And now I'm going to spray my face. I like to spray in between layers. And if you have, wow, my brain, stress really does a number. If you have oily skin, a mattifying setting spray like the original of this does a wonderful job. The important thing though when you are spraying in between layers is to make sure that it kind of sets a little bit into your skin before you go ahead and apply powders, because that can end up looking a little bit cakey. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and set my under eyes. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish on my sponge. Started doing this again for whatever reason. I was never a baking person. Were you ever into baking? I feel like it was never my thing. Then the powder that I've been using a lot lately is from Sephora, their Sephora collection, the Micro Smooth powder in tan. Really nice kind of lightweight powder. Doesn't add a lot of color, mattifies slightly. And then for bronzer, I can't get enough of this one from Dior. It's the Natural Bronze in Amber Bronze. It's a nice kind of cooler toned bronzer. And to mix it up, I'm going to use my Hoola bronzer brush. Why not? Why not? Also, I want to say thank you so much for all of the love for Jess and I on the podcast. If you missed it, I will link our podcast down below. So it's on Apple and Spotify. And then if you're more visual, we are filming it for YouTube as well. And I talk about it a little bit in the vlog that went up on Sunday, but it's such a new passion project for me. Like YouTube was kind of my first, we'll say, passion project. Like I don't know what dictates a passion project, but I have a lot of passion for it. And it just feels like such a fit. You know, YouTube is like something I was doing as a hobby that I was able to turn into, you know, something more full-time in a career. And now the podcast is a new facet of that. So it's just really exciting. We get into a lot more personal stuff. If you know, want the tea, you're a bit of a nosy Nelly. But we're talking a lot about, like, you know, growth and development, anxiety, relationships, love, sex, boundaries, values, but I believe doing it in a very fun way. I'm going to take just a little bit of this bronzer on a smaller brush. This is a Inglot 4SS. And I'm just gonna kind of concentrate it a little bit back here and a little up here. I forgot how much I loved this Inglot brush. Just trying to shape my face a little. But yeah, we're so excited about the podcast. I love it so much. Bring it down just the sides of my nose. Just because it is a little bit on the cooler tone side. And I really do not have much on my brush when I'm doing this. For eyebrows, still 24-hour brow setter. I mean, I've been trying out the NYX one and I like it, but I think, I don't know if it's because I have the mini tube, but I feel like it got a little bit gluey. Or like product got in there or something. I don't know. But I still find myself reaching for this. And I pretty much haven't been doing my eyebrows. I'm just letting them grow out. These are fully natural. I haven't had them done in a long time. Like I periodically tweeze them a bit, but I'm really trying to just let them grow out. And I don't always do like all the cream products of this, or sometimes I do, but like I can do my makeup pretty fast. This is not, like I could easily do this in probably 15 minutes. Maybe less. So it really is kind of every day for me, but every day looks different for everybody. Then I'm going to go ahead and use this NYX blush in Sweet Cheeks blush in Daydream. I love these blushes so much. So many great shades, nice slim packaging. Putting it up at the top of the cheeks. You can see like I've got a nice glow going, but it's not greasy or anything like that. A little bit of that liquid highlighter on. I've got the all-nighter. And then something that I've been doing is then going back and spraying my face again. Then I'm going to go back in with more of this. Is it necessary to do it this way? Who's to say? But it's what I do. I mean, makeup is, it's one of those things where it's like, partially it's for the end product, but partially it's the journey. When I graduated university, I was so excited to turn my study desk into a vanity so I could finally sit down and do my makeup. I was like, who cares about the degree? I get to sit down and put my face on. There's just something to it, so I don't know. I like the mist process. It's all, you know, it's been my routine lately and it's working. So I do that, then I'm going to go in and do my lashes while I just kind of let that sit slightly. I've been combining, because why not, the e.l.f. Big Mood with the Charlotte Tilbury, a little high-low moment. And price tag, not quality. I've also been using the Mented palette a ton, but I wouldn't say I use it every day. And I've also started wearing eyeliner again. Just go through phases with makeup. This is such a good drugstore mascara. It's a great mascara in general. Oh, I got a big old chunk. Surprise, surprise! Samantha messed up her mascara. Then I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury over it. And just super long. And a touch on the lower lashes. Okay, and now that my face has set a little bit, I'm going to take the Charlotte Tilbury the Charlotte Tilbury Film Star Bronze and Glow. I just love this highlighter so much. How cute is my new bag? It's from Ivy Park. This is the Ivy Heart collection. Ugh, it's so small I can't even put my wallet in it, but she's cute. And I've been wearing the Fenty gloss a lot. It's perfect. So here it is. This is my sort of everyday, I didn't say it was a minimal step foundation routine. It's glowy, it's long lasting. You can go in with setting spray again if you want. You could even powder down the center of your face with something more mattifying, but I really, really love the way this looks. I love every single one of these products and how they play together. So thank you so much for watching. If you'd like to connect with me, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook @SamanthaJaneYT, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!